Hey guys, how's it going? So I'm not going to be working on the house myself this week. I'm still working through a few details with my general contractor regarding payment schedules and other small details, but once that contract is finalized and signed, they'll be ready to start working on the house and tearing stuff down as early as Monday, so look forward to that. Now, as someone who has been in the house myself in person, multiple times, I understand how confusing the floor layout really is. So over the past few days, I've been working on developing a set of floor plans, both current and future state, as well as certain renderings to help show exactly what I'm going for with this house in terms of both style and layout. So without any further ado, let's hop into that.
All right, guys. So this is the current floor plan. The first thing I'm gonna do is sort of run you guys through some commentary that I wanted to give during the time lapse, but ended up choosing not to. So starting with the living room, when I pulled up the carpet, this was the only room where the carpet was installed correctly. In other words, there was no flooring underneath the carpet, and all the tacking strips were very, very securely attached to the concrete using, I guess, specialized concrete nails. So I had to use my pry bar and hop on the end of it to actually pop them up, and that would create huge chunks in the concrete that I think I'm going to have to go over and patch. In the hallway in the master bedroom, there was some like weird green tile, but it was pretty level all around, so I think I'm gonna leave it as is and then put luxury vinyl plank on top of it. Now, as you can see in this hallway, we have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 doors and two separate closets, which is definitely way more doors than are needed, and it definitely contributes to making this house feel more claustrophobic than it should. Because all in all, I mean, this is not too small of a floor plan. Um, so by getting rid of these doors, hopefully that'll open up this space a little bit more. Another thing is that I measured the house with the assumption that all the walls were actually square, but that's not the case. So in the survey, I found out that this right wall is actually at a bit of an angle, so coming out like this a little. Obviously not that dramatic, but consequently, my measurements were off just enough to create this weird empty space here that doesn't exactly actually exist, and I have no idea how to address it. I had to expand bathroom 2 and the hallway and everything as well, so this isn't 100% accurate. This is just more to give you guys an idea of what the current layout looks like. Now with that, let's go to the future state floor plan. Okay, so here we go, and just right off the bat, you can see how much cleaner it is. So what I've done here is remove the living room to kitchen wall, effectively turning this into one big space. Hopefully that'll bring a little more natural light into the kitchen and open up this hallway as well. As you can see, this furnace closet that used to be here is gone. That will be moved to the garage in the future while the toilet is shifted over and I make room for a more expanded vanity. Next, I have closed off the door to the attic closet in the hallway, and we'll be opening up a door within the bathroom to have it hold towels, toilet paper, and just general cleaning supplies. Next up, there is a second closet in the hallway here that I will be closing off and then knocking down the wall dividing the original master bedroom closet from the attic closet. So this will just be one big walk-in closet. Another thing is for renters especially, I would feel kind of awkward having two renters who may or may not know each other with a door in between them for easy access. So to give them a little more privacy, I will be closing this off. In addition, it doesn't really show here, but the shelving is going to be torn down and replaced with open-faced cabinets. So that'll give it a little more space here. Another thing I'm not sure if you guys saw in the previous floor plan, but the kitchen is slightly rearranged a little, and I think the best way to show you guys is to hop over to the renderings. Anyways, let's start from top-down view so we can start from the same place we just were. Pretend this wall doesn't exist. I didn't know how to make it open, so I just left it as is, and this door isn't really here either. But originally, this stove was more like right next to this standalone oven. That's a range hood. Ignore that. And I didn't like this because while I'm cooking, I'm right-handed personally, so I want to be able to move and navigate and manipulate stuff using my right hand, and having an oven right here is really going to get in my way. So what I did is combine, first of all, the oven and the range so that it's all one unit, just save on costs a little. And I don't know if really people have built-in cooktops anymore. I think that's more of a relic of the past. And in place of it, I will be putting the fridge, which used to be here. But because this wall is going to be broken down, I'm going to put the dining table here, and it's a little awkward to be eating and have the fridge right next to you. So moved it into the corner, just tuck it away a little. And I'm also getting rid of all the upper cabinets and replacing it with one tall pantry for additional storage. And so let's go back into the 3D view to show you guys what's going on. So again, as I mentioned, just opening up this space a little, moving the fridge here, putting in this tall pantry here, keeping the dishwasher as is. I'm kind of iffy on the whole shelving situation. I don't know if I want to go with these units in particular, but those can always be bought at a later time and installed as needed. Another thing is on these walls for the backsplash, I will be installing subway tile. So it's not just going to be a plain wall or anything like that. Going on to the living room. All right, so coming in from the front door, the first thing I want is for people to be able to take out their shoes, Asian household, be able to store them in a cabinet, something like that. Some knickknacks here, or maybe a mirror. This is the coat closet that I'm going to be converting to store heavy coats and for guests. And that sort. Of course, classic couch setup with a coffee table, TV console, and either TV mounted on the wall or on stands, followed by a dining table. Now, I don't know if these are going to be the exact dimensions because this dining table is just a little bit smaller than I would like it to be. I'll see if I can get away with a little more room, especially after this wall is knocked down, to maybe fit in an 8-person table, but also that might be a little extra. Who knows? Now, finally, moving on to the office. Now, I plan on housing probably a lot of consultants, which means having a good work area is kind of a must. Now, I only have one desk as of now to do my own like personal desktop setup with a printer here, but I am considering maybe replacing these bookshelves with additional desk and another desk here, whatever. This can also be a creative space for me to film stuff like this.
That's all I have for you guys today in terms of the renderings and the floor plan. I do have some ideas floating around my head for what I want to do with the backyard. I've been talking with my friend Ben. He gave me a lot of great suggestions for what to do, but I don't want to spoil those just yet. Those will have to wait for a future video. But in the meantime, hope you guys, as always, have a great rest of your week and stay safe.